קבורה אורתודוקסית. ארון מעץ. אתה יודע למה ארון מעץ?
עץ מתגלה.
העץ נאכל.
Yeah. That's something I want to say in the afternoon. Okay. Really short.
We sit down, I'll introduce you in a second. Then what? You sit down and I'll introduce you in a second.
They took still a coffee, just to choose it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin the funeral service. We ask for those that are here at the cemetery, if you could turn your cell phone or pager to the silent mode. Officiating today is Rabbi Baruch Epstein. We'll have the immediate family be seated over here on the chairs. Yeah.
We begin with the words of King David HaMelech, from the book of Psalms. Ashrei ha'isha she'eloi holach v'atzis l'shoyim v'derech ha'toyim lo yamad v'meshav leisin lo yashav ki meseres anay cheftzei sedasi yege yom v'layla v'haykeit shoso pagimayim asher piyitin bi'itai v'alei lo yibay v'chol asher yatzliach v'lei chen harashoyim kin kumez asher tetvenu ruach hakein lo yikum harashoyim v'mishpat v'chatoyim ba'adas tzadikim k'deinai derech tzadikim v'derech hashoyim teveid. We are here today in honor of Rabbi Yaakov and Baruch, Mr. Schiff. And being that it's on the eve, of course, of Rosh Hashanah, we know that the mourning is abbreviated because the neshama, particularly one that passed during the peaceful time of Shabbos, a concept that he brought to his family. I remember years ago he used to bring his daughter Ayelet for Shabbos, and sometimes the others would come and join us, his wife Sima, his children, Noah, later her husband Steve, Ayelet and Avram, and of course Shachar. And it's perhaps most appropriate that a man who brought such a love of Yiddishkeit to his children should be honored here, both on Shabbos when he passed and on the eve of a new year, as we are now on the eve of a new characteristic. Being that it is Erev Yontif, we do not say hespedim, eulogies, and in truth, what can a few words capture about a man's life more than the gathering of loved ones, family and friends, and a community that mourns him? And so, instead of sharing just a few brief words, which we will hear from Shachar, we know that his life will live on in our memory, in our hearts, and of course in the deeds, the acts of goodness and kindness that we will continue to promulgate in an ever-ascending manner of elevating his neshama. So at this point, we'll call forward Shachar and ask him to share some words on behalf of the family.
We'll always remember. We'll always remember that special smile, that caring heart, that warm embrace you always gave us. You being there for Sima, Ima, and us through good and bad times, no matter what. We'll always remember you, Abba, Dad, because there will never be another one to replace you in our hearts, and the love we will always have for you.
At this time, it is our tradition that we ask for mechila, for forgiveness, especially at this time of year, before the new year. Was there ever a time that we didn't show proper reverence, derech eretz, or kavod? We ask for, and we are sure that we will receive that mechila. Chazal point out, our sages teach us that when a person passes on Shabbos, they ascend immediately into Olam Haba. And now that we are bringing him to rest on the eve of Rosh Hashanah, at the end of a year, let this signal an end of the suffering, sickness, and sadness that the world is so often plagued with, and let us all be written and sealed and inscribed for a good year, a Shana Tova Matuka, a sweet new year, and may we gather together only for celebration. As is our tradition, we will now have the casket lowered, and we will call upon the Jewish men who wish to participate in the mitzvah of burial, not the immediate family. And we remind you that it's tradition to use the back of the shovel, and that when we have completed our turn, we do not hand the shovel one to another. Rather, we put it back into the mound, and the next person will take it, so as we are not passing on the concepts of mourning. And may God bless us that we will have reasons to gather for joy and celebration, and all be written and sealed for a sweet new year.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the rabbi mentioned, for those who want to participate in the burial, you may do so from either side of the mound. We ask once the cemetery workers remove their equipment, you can come forward on either side. We place a couple of measures of earth into the grave, and then you place the shovel back into the mound. You don't pass the shovel from person to person. We'll put the cover of the bolt on first before we participate. Yeah, we'll put the cover on first. Ma'am?
בסוף המשפחה.
אנחנו עושים. אם יגיד לנו לא, אז אנחנו... שימי את זה פה. לא להעביר את זה. לא רוצים שרות, נכון? לא.
מה הייתה אומרת לי אורצ'יק? לא הייתי יודעת. באתי לכניסה. בסדר. כן, היה לי... לא יכולנו להאמין את הטלפון. הלכתי לטברון.
שורות זה מצווה לעשות, ערב ראש השנה, פה תעזרו עם המצווה לקרוא את המת. גם נשים יכולות.
היי דרור.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could all
Okay.
rise for the
Because it's not because it's Erev Yantif, we do not say the Kel Malay or Tzaddik Hadin. We know that Hashem, who is full of compassion, will take Rabbi Yaakov ben Baruch under his wing. We know that we accept the justice, although it may not always be obvious. Instead, it's traditional that we recite chapter 16 from Tehillim, after which Shachar will recite the standard Mourner's Kaddish, and then we will form a shura, a pathway will direct you, and the mourners will walk through and we'll give them the opportunity to wish them comfort at this time. Chapter 16 in Tehillim. Michtam leDavid, Shamreni el ki chasisi boch. Amrat l'Adonai, Adonai ota, Tevasi bal alecha. L'gdoishim asher ba'aretz hema, v'adiri kol cheptzei bam. Yirbu atzveisam acher moharu. V'al isech niskehem midam, v'al es eshmeisam al sefasai. Adonai menas chelki v'choisi ata temech garale. Chavalim naf libin imim afnach l'shafer alai varachas Adonai yasher ya'atzani. Afleiles yisruni. Kli Yosai, Shavisa Neneg Summit, Kimini Balema, the Chain Samach Libi, Vagil Kvedi, Afsar Yishon Leveta, Hilay Sazav Nashal Yishol, Lesitein Chasidecha, Liris Shachas, Tadien Rechaim Shvas, Machais, Espanach, and Imus Mincha Netzach. Okay, Shachar, you're going to say the Kaddish.
Should I? So this way. Okay. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועלמא דברה שירותי, וימלך מלכותי בחייכון וביומיכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יש מרבה מרווח לעם ולעמי לעמיה. אוקיי. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריץ' הוא אמן. לעולם מין כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, תאמינרן בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום בנעוריו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן.
This concludes the service here at the cemetery. If we can have friends and extended family form an aisleway leading away from their grave so immediate mourners can offer the family the traditional words of condolences. The family is going to be sitting Shiva until a couple of hours before Chag at 9400 Latrobe. So if we can form an aisleway leading away from the grave.